The meeting is set to discuss labor relations in the country and the 6% wage increase. Let's listen in.
Day for workers and employers in our country, because we are launching the constitution or the formation of the councils that are very key in dealing with matters that affect the workers and also matters that affect employers. We have here representatives of the newly gazetted councils. That is the Wage Council, the Agriculture Council, and the Seafarers Council. I'll be, hopefully by the end of this week, also be gazetting the Protective Securities Councils. These councils are the ones that decide matters that pertain to salaries, way of life, improvement, skill development of workers. And then we have the Labour Board also, that is over here, that looks at all the issues of labor as they affect our people. So today is a very important day because these councils, the gap has been there for a long time. So now we have instruments, we have people who can sit down and be able to sort out the issues of our workers. The first assignment that I'm giving them, and we've agreed here in the meeting, that they are going to start sitting down within the next day or 2 days' time, whereby they are going to agree on the 6% increment of wages to workers in our country, the minimum wage to workers in our country. That is, I think, in the private sector. So they are going to sit down and they are going to look at the work that was done by the Labour Board, and they are going to agree on what should be the minimum wage for a security guard, what should be the minimum wage for an agriculture farmer, what should be a minimum wage for this and that and that and that. And they are going to present their proposals to me, and after, if I go through them and I feel they are in tune with what His Excellency the President had in mind and his vision, then I will gazette and will make it law for the wage increase to the 6% that was announced. So their speed will determine on when our workers will be able to get their wage increase. If they decide they want to work slowly until 2028, so hiyo mtapanga. Lakini mkiamua mnamaliza in 3 days, the next week I can gazette it. So it is all in your hands. And
As affected families of the Hillside Endarasha Academy in Fano brace for a month-long wait to identify their loved ones through DNA testing, the school is set to reopen earlier than expected due to the upcoming KPSEA examinations. According to Acting Regional Commander of Central Pius Murugu, disaster psychological support will continue while efforts to rebuild and restore the school are already underway. Mariam Jahid reports.
Hillside Endarasha Academy, now a crime scene, has homicide detectives and DCI officials combing through the ruins, collecting evidence that could explain the fire that tragically claimed the lives of 21 learners. For the parents of the 19 students who perished in the dormitory fire, the anguish of waiting for a month to identify their children is unbearable. Despite this, the school is slated to reopen soon due to the scheduled KPSEA examinations in October.
We have KPSEA, a standard 6 exam that you cannot, times and seasons do not allow us, deadlines cannot allow us to transfer those kids now. So the first thing is to really walk in and ensure they do the exam in whichever way they will. Even if it means using other parts of the school, we have to do something. At the same time, we have another, remember this school had 800 pupils, 824. They must continue learning.
Although the scenic village is still reeling from last week's deadly blaze, preparation for the examinations continue, albeit with a heavy heart.
We are conscious and aware of that fact that you are raising, that place is traumatic, not even for them, even for ourselves, for our teachers, for everyone. So we will have to work around it humanly. And we are also not, we are saying, I mean, nobody will be forced to go back to that school. clearly. If a parent feels that it is something that the child, they would not even, because I remember as we were talking to some of the parents, they have even told us, don't try to hold a memorial there. We don't want to go back there. So we understand, and we will do everything possible to accommodate everybody.
Nyeri County Governor Mutahi Kahiga acknowledges the trauma faced by the parents, and in response, he has vowed to introduce strict safety measures before the remaining students return to school.
But within the next 2 weeks, we have done a thorough inspection of all boarding schools in Nyeri County and made recommendations as they should be done. If we find that any are not meeting the necessary requirements and regulations, then we will have to assist them to do the same. That is one of our commitments.
Acting Regional Commander in Central, Pius Murugu, confirms that psychological support for the Endarasha community will continue to help them cope with the tragedy and guide them back to normalcy.
I would like to assure you that we are progressing well. Ningependa kusema pole sana kwa wale wasasi na wale relatives ambao wamekuja leo, wale ambao wameweza kuathirika kwa hii mkasa. So the government will be with them throughout, up to the burial sites, up to the burial day. And you know, even at the moment, we want also to reorganize the school.
The director has been our friend as parent for the many times and many days that we have been with him. I believe he's more affected than us. So we have not had any conversation with him. I would also wish that we don't press him, because this is just an accident that really happened at his hands.
Meanwhile, parents are urging the government to guarantee the safety of their children upon their return to school by ensuring adequate safety. The road leading to the school, which was in a poor state, and occasioned delays to firefighters preventing them from reaching the scene on time, is now expected to be reconstructed, offering a sign of renewed hope for the community. Mariam Jahid, K24, Nyeri.
Well, we continue condoling with the families and friends, even as we call it a wrap here on K24 Newscut. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Harriet Chimea, and our sign language interpreter has been Evelyn Wangoe. Good afternoon, and enjoy Jungula Sporty with Abullah Ahmed.